Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I wanted to talk about a topic which I believe is one of the most important things any entrepreneur, whether you're in property or not, needs to work on and needs to get good at, and that is focus and productivity. And I say focus and productivity, really I just mean focus, because if you've got good focus and the ability to focus well, that leads to greater productivity. And this is only something I really learned about this year, like properly what does focus mean, and it's something that's helped me so much that I obviously wanted to share it with you guys. And focus is just about getting stuff done. So the greater focus you have, the more shit you can get done. And I'm a big believer that success leaves clues. It's not just me saying this. If you look at, there's an interview with Warren Buffett, and I'll play the clip. He talks about how him and Bill Gates both talk about how important focus is to their success.
A group of about 20 write down on a sheet of paper one word that they thought accounted for their success. And Bill and I, who may only met twice, didn't know what the other one was writing down. We both wrote down the same word, which was focus. And he was focused on software, I was focused on investments, and it gave me a big advantage to start very young. There's no question about it.
So my question for you is this: how many times have you ever tried to perform a task over a few hours, get something done that's a little bit tedious, and at the end of the few hours that you've really not got much done because you've just been distracted, you haven't been completely focused, and your productivity hasn't been what it needs to be? It happens to all of us. And so if you can, instead of doing distracted work, learn how to do focused work, your productivity is going to be absolutely tenfold. So how do we get more focused? Well, the first thing we need to do is establish what is focus. And focus is just the absence of distractions. So if you're not distracted, you're focused. And so really from that, we need to draw down, okay, well, what are the distractions? Figure out what they are, isolate them and eliminate them. Because then if there are no distractions while you're working, then you're going to be more focused. So I wanted to give you some practical ideas of distractions that I've cut out of my life, not so much when I'm working, but also just in my day-to-day life, that allow me to be more focused and have helped with my productivity massively. So one thing when I do when I sit down to work at my laptop, I work from home on my own, it's just me and my computer setup, is when I sit down, I obviously make the conscious commitment that I'm going to do focused work. And with the distractions I get rid of is one, and this is the most important one, is I get rid of my phone. I put it on airplane mode, or I turn it off completely, and I put it in another room where I can't even reach for it. Because even if your phone's off, or even if it's on airplane mode, but if it's within reach on your desk, it's not good enough. You're just going to pick it up, and your brain's wired to just pick it up without even you consciously thinking about it, and we're all guilty of it. So the harder you make it to reach for your phone and go on social media and scroll through Instagram, the better. So turn it off, put it in another room, lock it away if you can, and that's one of the biggest distractions that you're going to eliminate immediately. Number two is when I'm on my laptop, it's so easy if I need to go onto YouTube or go onto Facebook to do some admin for my business on there, or go onto YouTube and watch a tutorial on how to do something, it's easy to end up getting distracted on those sites, because those sites are designed by engineers and scientists to keep you on those sites for as long as possible, because the longer you're on there, the more ads they can serve you and the more money they can make. So I use a tool called Undistracted, which is a extension on Google Chrome. And basically what that does, it gives me the option to completely block access to sites like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever, or just eliminate some functionality of those sites. So if I feel like I need to be going on YouTube during that work block, I won't block YouTube. What I'll do is I'll block where there's no suggested videos, there's no comments, there's nothing. So I don't end up looking at the suggested or related videos and end up in a 30-minute YouTube hole watching crap that really isn't conducive to my work. Or with Facebook, for example, it can hide the news feed, it hides comments, it hides notifications. So if I just need to go into a Facebook group, get some information, get out, I can do that with ease and without getting distracted. And then the third idea I wanted to share with you, which is important when it comes to doing focused work, is making sure you're focused on doing the right thing. So what I mean by that is identifying what are the high value tasks. What are the tasks that I refer to it as move the needle within your business? Because it's great being focused, it's great being productive, but if you're putting that energy into the wrong things and the wrong activities, it's really just a waste of time. And so you need to identify with the work that you're doing and the work that you're focusing on, what are the high value tasks, what move the needle, what makes your business go from where you are to where you need to be. And any tasks you think which are low value and not getting you where you need to be, then you need to either eliminate them, delegate them, or automate them. Just identify what are the key tasks that you as a business owner, or not even a business owner, as an entrepreneur or in any line of work that you're doing, that's going to get the most bang for your buck out of your time. Because focus is just a finite resource. We've only got so much of it, we've only got so much time, and so you need to be putting in the work into the right places. And it also comes down to focusing on a few things rather than a lot of things as well. I see too many people, they're trying to do 5, 6, 7, 10 different things all at once. They've got all these multiple businesses, all these multiple ideas that they're working on all at the same time. And it just becomes very distracted. It becomes a very cluttered world. And what you find is maybe they're working on 10 different things. Across those 10 different things, they progress in all of them, but they only progress 10% in all of them. Whereas somebody that just focuses on 1 or 2 key things and they can progress much further in each, they're going to get a lot further faster. So again, instead of identifying just what are the high value tasks and the important tasks that move the needle, what are the 1 or 2 main things that you should be focusing on, or the main businesses? Because it is so easy to get shiny object syndrome, where you think, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that, oh, I'm going to start learning about this, I'm going to start learning about that. Just isolate what are the most important things and focus on them. And so I could talk for hours and hours and hours about focus and how important it is. But if you just implement those tips and you just focus on being more focused, then you're going to see so much more success in your life in general. And one thing as well I wanted to share is you'll often find, when you are working and even when you've eliminated all distractions, you're going to get impulses in your brain telling you to go out and check your phone, go for a walk, get up, do something. You've got to learn to say no to those. You've got to learn to ruthlessly just, as soon as you get that impulse, say no and resist. Because we all get it. I often find sometimes for me, when I first started, just trying to be completely focused and having nothing to distract me, I would just wanted to get up and walk around the room and think, which is fine. But then you'd find that you lose your state of flow and, it is just interrupting my work state. And really, when those impulses come into your mind, you've just got to say no and resist. And the more you do it, the stronger you build that resistance, the less those impulses come into your mind, and the better you get at just getting into a deep state of flow. And when I say deep state of flow, that's a term that I learned about in a book called Deep Work by Dr. Cal Newport, and I'll throw it up here. I highly recommend you guys read it or do what I did. I've got the audio version and listen to it on Audible, and that talks about the science behind when you do focused work like this, your brain gets into a state of flow where you just get things done. Time passes like you can't even, don't even know where the time's gone because you've just been so focused. It's a bit like the film Limitless, if you've ever seen that film with Bradley Cooper, where he takes a pill and suddenly he just gets all this work done, he gets focused. Once you've developed this skill, your productivity skyrockets, you get so much more done. I now know that I can come down into my office, I can get more done in 4 hours than what I'd used to be able to get done in 1 or 2 days of 12, 13 hours sitting in front of a computer. Because really, when I was sitting in front of a computer for 12, 13 hours before, I was distracted, I was on my phone, I was looking on YouTube at God knows what, and you just don't get that much done. So there's a couple tips there. Eliminate distractions. Your phone is your biggest one. Resist the impulses to get distracted. And then also one thing I recommend as well is check out Brain FM or brain.fm on the internet. It's something I use. I just put my headphones on. It's beats, it's music that's conducive to focus. It's scientifically designed. And again, that just helps me get into that state, and I've anchored that focus state to that music now. So yeah, this is a video, that's relevant for everyone, whether you're in property or not. Focus is the most important skill, as Warren Buffett and as Bill Gates said. So learn to get focused, your productivity will increase, your output will just be far greater than what it's ever been before. So yeah, I hope that video has provided value. Drop a like if you thought this was useful, comment, let me know what you guys think and what you guys do to help you get focused. And as always, subscribe, and I appreciate all of the support. Peace.